The wind blows strong today. I hope your travel was calm. Hello and welcome to the world of Pokemon. But you've heard that many times before, haven't you? I see you. All of you. I see all the regions you've traveled in ages gone by. From Kanto to Galar, from Norclo to Asone and beyond. I can tell you're a very well-traveled Pokemon trainer. All of you. And there are many. I say there may be more of you than there are Pokemon on this island. Pokemon are wondrous creatures. Most are part of nature, others are human-made, and some are the stuff of myth and legends. My job as a professor and oracle is to research these Pokemon myths and make sense of the nonsensical, to wonder about the wondrous. But enough about me. Welcome, champions, to this Olympia region. I hear all of you have many wonderful stories of your own. Perhaps you've met a legendary Pokemon or two yourself. Thank you for agreeing to my invite. I see you left all your Pokemon at home. This Olympia region has a very delicate ecosystem, and your presence here is unusual for many. But you'll learn all about that soon enough. A world full of untold wonders and mysteries awaits you. Let's delay no longer. Let's go! Champion, I should introduce myself. I am Professor Dodona. Welcome to my lab in Trickletown. This sleepy town is the smallest in the region and is my home. I've lived here through 5 different Tempests. When I was a young man, I traveled across the land, from the Elderwood Forest to the tip of Mount Olympia, collecting Pokemon and even taking on the Pokemon League. But Trickletown has been my home through it all. Of course, nowadays, this town is bustling with travelers from across the world of ours. It's the busiest I've ever known it to be, ever since the last Tempest ended and the tourists have arrived. But listen to me rambling on. First, the formalities. A gift for you, champion. As you are unable to bring Pokemon of your own, you'll need a partner if you are to travel across Olympia. And what would be more fitting for us than to give you one of the Pokemon that all the trainers start with here in Olympia? Who knows? This Pokemon and you may just become good friends. First, we have TWIGUANA, the iguana Pokemon. These Pokemon are strategic and tough in battle. Scientists in other regions thought this Pokemon was an extinct species until it was discovered thriving here in Olympia. This Pokemon truly is an example of how unique life can be here in Olympia, and how truths once lost can be found again. Next up, we have the Pokemon EMBULL. EMBULL is the flaming calf Pokemon, and is a sprightly little fella, known for being a hothead and charging into situations. This is truly the most tenacious partner you can think of. You know this Pokemon's heart is full of fire when black smoke billows from its nose. This Pokemon truly represents a region with an unmovable spirit. If that sounds like you, pick EMBULL. Finally, we have KINFISHER, the water sword Pokemon. This Pokemon is renowned for being an excellent diving Pokemon, skewering prey in its sword-like beak. It can react to its surroundings with rapid speed, and can change the direction it's flying in an instant. Truly, this Pokemon represents Olympia's adaptability to change, a quality needed in any champion, don't you agree? And there you have it. This troublesome trio are the perfect companions to any trainer here in Olympia. So who would you like to train as a gift? Ah yes, I should probably mention that while I am a man of science, I am also known as the Oracle Professor. I can see who you'll pick, and not just in this reality, but across the Pokeverse. I see. Between all of you, you'll take all of them. Maybe let me know in the comments exactly which Pokemon you chose, and later in this Pokemon journey, you'll surely get to see your partner grow and evolve. You'll get to catch other Pokemon too, so let me know from video to video just how your team is coming along. I know starting with a new partner may seem simple for someone as esteemed as yourself, but just because you're a champion doesn't mean you don't have a lot to learn. But I'm rambling on again. Look at you! You've been in Olympia only a short while and already have yourself your first Pokemon. I would recommend you take on the Pokemon League Challenge and show the world what you came here to do. But first, there is someone else here, someone who I know is dying to meet you. Head to the house north of Route 1. My underling is waiting for you there. It'll give you time to train with your partner. Good luck, and see you again soon!
Hey Pokemon Masters! Welcome to the Olympia region. And would you look at you? You've already chosen a partner Pokemon and that's great. You already know me, I'm Birdkeeper Toby, and this region is a place I've been eager to share with you for so long. So if you don't mind, my voice might be popping up from time to act as your guide across this part of the Pokemon world. I guess though, you could do with a little context if you're going to be traveling the region with just this partner Pokemon of yours and some Pokeballs at your back, so here goes. This is the Olympia region, and the Olympia region has a very unique ecology. This island nation has existed in solitude for great periods of time across the history of the Pokemon world, due to enormous storms known as Tempests. A Tempest is a storm that surrounds the island that is caused by some kind of local legendary Pokemon here on the island, and they're no ordinary storms. They can last from months to decades, with the longest said to have been even 100 years long. And in all that time, the other regions of the Pokemon world advance and progress technologically speaking, while this region sits safely at the eye of the storm, undisturbed and unchanged. Very few trainers have ever been able to sail through a Tempest and either access or leave Olympia, but as a renowned Pokemon trainer from another region, you've been invited here especially. The last Tempest only ended 6 months ago, and since then trainers and tourists and less responsible types have been appearing at Trickletown every day. Trickletown, by the way, is a sleepy little village on the front side of the island that has no gym to speak of, but sits as a perfect intersection between routes 1, 2, and 3. So why don't you take your first steps out of the lab door and, Oh, wait, it sounds like someone's coming.
Hey you! Did Professor Dodonna really just give you a Pokemon? You? An outsider? Oh, I see. You're supposed to be that hotshot champion from another region, right? Okay, little champ. I want to see your moves. See, to be clear, this is my town and my island. I'm here to give you a taste of Olympia.
Well, it looks like you're being challenged to your first Pokemon battle here in Olympia, and a champion like you can't decline, so do the world a favor and don't lose your first match, okay?
Let's throw you back into the sea. Go, Capon!
Alright, your first new Olympian Pokemon. This Pokemon appears to be Capon, the chick Pokemon, and as you don't have your Pokedex yet, you don't know much about it. Still, it looks evident looking at it that it would be a flying type. If you chose the Grass starter, then you're in for a slightly harder time against its Peck attack. It also knows Scratch and Sand attack, but other than that, it's a pretty straightforward battle. You're probably just getting some deja vu of your early days as a trainer.
My Capon is special. Everyone can tell.
Your starters should all be equipped with moves that are able to handle this, tackle and wing attack, and don't worry, because after this battle you'll level up right away, meaning depending on the starter you picked, Razor Leaf, Water Gun and Ember will join your move pool. It shouldn't be hard to prove to this person that you're not called a champion for no reason.
Ah, my Pokemon! Fine, you've beaten me, I'll give you that. But I didn't think your Pokemon was very strong for someone who's supposed to be a champion. Heck, I know kids at the trainer school with stronger Pokemon. How rude of me. I've introduced myself in the art of battle, but you don't even know who you're speaking to. I'm Cass. Cass of Trickletown. Cass of Olympia. This is my home, you hear me? Not just this town, but this island. And you Stormers are why I need to get stronger. Head home, little champ. You may have won this battle, but next time, I'll be putting you in your place.
Now, Cass, this person's our special guest. I saw the battle through the window. Champion, it's true that outsiders and the mainlanders sometimes clash, but not all of them do. I'm good friends with a Stormer, as they call them. A professor who lives on Route 1. Still, a little rivalry is healthy for everyone, and I see it. You two are connected. I'm glad I caught you, Champion. I nearly forgot. And Cass, it's good you're here too. I've written to the principal and got permission for you like you asked. You've been given leave to survey the island with your very own Pokedex.
Really, Professor?
Yes, here, take one.
Wait, you're giving a Stormer a Pokedex too?
Of course. Great journeys should never be traveled alone. I'll also give you these Pokeballs. With them, you should travel Olympia and research as many of the local Pokemon as you can. I hear this is quite commonplace in other regions. By sharing this information with the world, we can all gain a better understanding of what's out there. We can see beyond our little island home.
Fine. But let's be clear, I'm nobody's rival. This so-called champion had quite a dose of beginner's luck. This island is my home. Our home, Professor Dodonna. I don't think it's a good idea to just invite people here to see all our Pokemon. Who knows what they'll do? Stormers.
I'm sorry about her, dear champion. The trainer school recently had to be moved to Rumbleton, the next town over, to make way for the new port. It's caused a lot of change in the life of many of my students. Acclimating to something new isn't an easy process for those who are closed off to change. If I was her, well, she's probably heading to Route 1 now. That's where she met her partner Pokemon all those years ago. It's also where you'll find my colleague. He's studying wild Pokemon from a small house on the north side. Jolly man, big heart. Oh my, I'm rambling again. Head to Route 1. I'm sure you'll see for yourself. Safe travels.
Wow, what a nice old man. It's a shame that it wasn't a completely warm welcome here in Olympia, but I'm sure Cass will come around when she sees how nice you really are. And with that sorted, you are heading out to Route 1. Heading north from Trickletown and finally setting out onto a new Pokemon adventure, this route is a long stretch of grassy plains, split into two by a very short caved path. The cave looks to be a relatively short tunnel system connected to the base of a bigger mountain in the west, a mountain in the middle of 3, and you recognize it. Where you're going to tread is into the base of Mount Olympia itself. However, for now, the only place this passage will take you is between the south and north portions of this route. Before that, you're surrounded by grassy areas and a few low-level trainers from the trainer school in the upcoming town.
Wow, a new trainer! I wonder if you're any good.
I got a Pokemon from Professor Dodona. You don't stand a chance.
All of these trainers will be battling you using Pokemon that you can find here on this route. So if you want to be prepared for them, it's time to step into the tall grass and discover the first few Pokemon that you can catch here on Route 1. Other than your starter, this Pokemon is the first to be registered into your Pokedex, Barbug. Barbug is the spiky ball Pokemon, and this bug poison type is really common around this area. They are a pain for travelers who aren't prepared for them. Their spike body attaches them to most things they touch, causing a great deal of pain. Luckily, you're prepared with a starter Pokemon, and if you wanted to catch one, it wouldn't be too difficult. Next up is a Pokemon you've seen before. This cute chick Pokemon is a normal flying type and is known as Capon. It knows your basic peck and scratch style moves. You may also notice that these wild Capon look somewhat different to the one that Cass had, but you can't put your finger on what exactly it is. However, if you're incredibly lucky, you may find one like Cass's. The chances of this though seem really small, so I'm not sure how many of you this will affect. Maybe 1 in 8,000? You may also notice some familiar faces on this route, in the form of Pichu and Slackoth, and I won't say too much, but there's the possible promise for regional variation down the line. Not for every Pokemon that you'll encounter, but maybe for some. Still, if you want to complete your Pokedex, you should pick them up. However, there's still one more new Pokemon that you're yet to see here on Route 1, and that is Rattaru. Rattaru is the jump kick Pokemon, a fighting type that can kick really hard. According to the Pokedex, they use their powerful legs to launch themselves into the air and then land with a devastating blow. Of course, this means that it's a Pokemon that can learn high jump kick really early on, which will make it a great addition to your team. And these are just a handful of Pokemon that you'll find here on the island of Olympia, and they, along with your starters, make for just a fraction of the over 100 never before discovered creatures that live here on the island. Though, if you're particularly studious, you may have already heard of a handful of them from past tales of mine. Anyway, which ones will you add to your team? Let me know in the comments below. I want to know each episode what your team is looking like. Ahead of you stands the Olympia Passage at the base of Mount Olympia, and you must pass through here to continue your journey. As you peek inside the entrance, you hear a jolly voice echoing.
Ho ho ho, I say! What a splendid show of fisticuffs!
But that, sadly, is all the time that we have for today's episode, and that's okay, because to celebrate the premiere of this new series, I've uploaded episode 2 of Pokemon Tempest along with episode 1, so you can find out what happens next right now on the channel. From now on, these episodes are going to air at the exact same time every week, on Fakemon Friday, as I'll be calling it, at 1:30 PDT. In addition to my regular once-a-week upload, this is also going on as one big Pokemon epic. So if you don't want to miss any episodes, make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell turned on. I also want to say a huge thank you to anyone who has been supporting my channel through Patreon over the last year. This series has cost me a lot to make. Everything from the intro that you saw at the beginning, the map of the Olympia region, which took months to have made, all of the various Fakemon, their animations, having characters involved, even some of the voice acting was paid for as well, including, of course, the actual editing of the episodes. And yes, I've been working on this and scripting this since December, so it's been a long time coming, and I wouldn't be able to put time into working on a high-quality series like this 20-episode series, I might add, without the support of those of you on Patreon. And by the way, all of those incredible artists and people that I've worked with on this episode and on the entire series are, of course, always linked in the description. You'll always find them in the description of all of these episodes. If Patreon is something you'd like to consider, you can also find that down in the description as well. It is a monthly kind of give what you feel you can kind of service to the channel. There are perks and rewards for doing so, and it greatly helps me working on projects like this, as well as future projects, and of course, my live-action Pokemon Epic videos. So thank you, you incredible people. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you back in Olympia in episode 2 of Pokemon Tempest. And of course, soar high, Pokemon Masters.